Hi, my name is Stephanie Nelson, and I'm a senior admissions recruiter here at Rochester University. Welcome to our webinar series focusing on our accelerated learning programs. Before we get started, if you would like more information anytime throughout this program, you can fill out that QR code on your screen, and it will connect you with a quick form that you can fill out to be directed to one of our accelerated learning recruiters. We're joined here today with Dannette Cagnet, the director of our School of Business, and she's here to talk with us about Rochester University's Accelerated Computer Information Systems program. Hi, Danny. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hi, Stephanie. It's a pleasure to be with you, and I'm eager to share more about our newest accelerated option, the Computer Information Systems Bachelor of Business Administration.
We're so excited to learn more about this degree, and as you mentioned, this is our newest accelerated learning program, and so we definitely want to learn more about it. So can you start by giving us an overview of the program and what can students expect to get out of this degree?
I think I would be remiss if I didn't, talk about just how important this industry is and how much it's growing. You will see, and I grabbed all of my data from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, and I think it's important for, somebody who's making this choice about a future occupation to go look at that information and learn, even more details than I'll be able to provide today. But when you go there between 2019 and 2029, we're going to see an 11% growth in all of these, information systems options. And so it's not going anywhere. It's here to stay. And I think that it is going to absolutely benefit an individual to come and take classes with us, because what happens is, we use the associates, their associate of applied science degree program from local community colleges. And we say, they have prepared you well in this one area, in these ways. Let us prepare you to advance in your career by rounding that out with business programming. And so I think that that's a very important distinction. Growth, it's not going anywhere. And certainly that we're building off of, not replacing or asking you to do another information systems degree with us. We're saying you are well prepared with that associate's degree that you've got already and with the experience that you're likely gaining in the workplace. And we're saying, let's round that out with the language of business.
That sounds great. It's definitely a lot of great information to learn about this degree. And so it seems like there's a lot of job opportunities that are going to be opening up within this field. And so what are some expected maybe career opportunities that students can have with this degree? We get some students who are interested in maybe expanding within their current organization or expanding within a new role. What are some opportunities within that field?
Well, absolutely. And it's important to note, I mean, this industry at large is set to grow by around 531,000 jobs. And, it's really built off of today's emphasis on the cloud computing, data storage, data mining, all of these, again, and including information security. It's here to stay. And so, I think one of the greatest benefits is the flexibility that we offer. Frankly, we're not asking you to put your life on hold or put your career on hold to do this. We're saying you've got a degree already with your Associates of Applied Science that is puts you industry ready to work. But we make the distinction of that. If you want to rise in your career, if you want to manage, if you want to be promoted, it's really very helpful to be able to understand how to take a business problem, understand it from the business professional perspective, and then apply your information systems knowledge to say, here's how I can apply my knowledge to solve that business problem. And we help you to do that, to understand the business aspect of things and the language that you might need to speak when you're communicating with, say, a manager who may not understand the technical details, but understands the business piece and the problem that needs to be solved. And so I think that it's beneficial in terms of being able to speak that language of business, in a flexible way. And so that learning happens in a flexible way, in that, we're not asking you to put things on hold. We're saying, you've got this degree, work and go to school at the same time. And so we offer these classes in a flexible manner, and they're not so lockstep that a student's going to get behind and not be able to catch up. And then, it's going to be difficult. It's never our goal to make things difficult on a student. And so, yeah, there's career opportunities, there's growth opportunities within an organization, and there's certainly a great deal of learning in terms of understanding the business pieces that can help an individual solve a real business problem using the skills that they have as it relates to information security or programming, or element of network design.
That's fantastic. Sounds like there's so many options for our students coming up within this field. And so it's going to be so beneficial to have that business background added to this degree. And so you kind of talked on it briefly by adding the business component to it. But and so you mentioned how this is a degree completion program. And so maybe can you speak a little more about that, how it's a degree completion program, and so how students have to come in with an associate's degree, and then what that added benefit is of having that business background added to the degree.
Yeah, absolutely, Stephanie. I think this is one of the greatest benefits, and helps an individual to be well-rounded. When you get a degree that's labeled Bachelor of Business Administration, it communicates to an employer that you've got a good, solid background and an understanding in, basic accounting fundamentals, understanding of finance, and an understanding of, international business and business communication. One of my I guess babies, if you will, the importance of being able to communicate with an individual and with individuals on a team and in the team structure. So we're really rounding out the technical with a few additional technical pieces as it relates to accounting and finance, but even more so that communication aspect, that interpersonal aspect that really makes an individual not just employable, but again, that ability to rise within an organization, because you've got those maybe more the interpersonal and additional communication skills that really helps you to be more successful within an organization, again, to help not only show that you can solve a problem, but that you can communicate how your solution solves that problem. So I think it just does a really nice job of rounding out, making somebody a real full package deal in the process.
That's great. I could definitely see the benefit of adding that business background to an IT or computer related field, and seeing how that'd be such a great combination to have in an employee. But here in the accelerated program, as you know, flexibility is such a huge component, and it really is the backbone of our accelerated program. Can you kind of speak about how the Computer Information Systems program incorporates flexibility into this degree?
Well, I think I'm not sure I answered your question very well on the last one, but I want to tie it in here. Because it is a degree completion, I think that automatically makes it more flexible from the beginning. We're working under the assumption that you've already completed the information systems piece, and that could be networking, it could be security, it could be programming. And so I think we start off with flexibility from the very start. We're not asking and saying, well, we're going to give you this networking, we're going to give you this, security class, and we're going to give you this. You've already done that work. And so the beauty of it is we're saying, you bring in this block of classes, you earn that Associates of Applied Science from a local community college. We trust that they've done their job very well. Let us take that and give you just the business side of things. And you've got the ability at that point to then integrate the two and work it into your own professional development within an organization. But absolutely, I think we start off in the very nature of the transferability of this program with the associates. So we start off flexible in that regard. And then, And then we offer those business classes often throughout the year. Each class is going to be offered a minimum of 2 times in the online format. So we're not asking anyone to stop what they're doing. We're saying you can do this at the same time. And so I'd say those three main pieces really, offer this big red flag of flexibility. We're interested in making it the best it can be for the student and keeping the students' goals and interests and needs in mind.
That's great. Thank you so much, Danny. It's great to hear how accessible this degree is for so many different types of students, regardless of what type of computer or IT field that they're interested in and what degree they received at the community college, and how flexible this degree is. So it's so great to hear. But I want to thank you so much for joining us today, Danny. It was so great to hear about our computer information systems and learn a little bit more about this new degree for Rochester University.
Of course. Thank you. Thank you for having me and giving me the opportunity to share a little bit more about the degree program.
Absolutely. Thank you. And so students, you can check out the rest of our webinar series just by keep watching our videos and learn more about our accelerated learning program. Also, again, if you want more information, you can scan that QR code on your screen, fill out that quick form, and you'll be connected with one of our accelerated learning recruiters. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you learned a lot today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Record over.
I know. I think that was good. Stop recording.